Okay, I'm back. We're done with that live oak. We're at Alton and Town Center Drive in the city of, I'm going to call it Portola Hills. I may be off on that. Portola Ranch. Anyways, we're out here. It's in the city of Irvine. And Irvine, if you guys don't know, is one of the largest cities in all of Orange County. There's two. There's Anaheim, and then there is, hang on, I'm trying to adjust this camera. There's Anaheim and Irvine. There we go. Let's try that. It seemed a little off, but whatever. My eyes might be crooked. Yeah, Anaheim is huge. Anaheim goes through everything. And I mean, like way at the west, almost to the very north of Orange County, and then all the way east. I mean, darn near from Cypress all the way to what they call Anaheim Hills, which is still incorporated into Anaheim. They get more taxes than anybody. And then Irvine goes from the Orange County Airport as far south as Mission Viejo. So it's huge as well. This is Alton Parkway. This is a great road. It's very smooth. It was resurfaced and extended not long ago, and it goes from the north. It goes northeast to southwest is its direction. And let me tell you, this road is awesome. Not this particular part here. When you hit it at the right time, these lights are usually green, so you can really run through here. But there's a spot down here, and I'll show you past, I think, this next light, where, let me tell you, race car city. I mean, people are just like, triple digits through this place. And you guys know already that I have a Triumph Speed Triple, and I come through Irvine quite often. Now this is it right here. Check this out. This part right past that light. Look at how open this road is. Yeah, we've got a little bit of traffic right now, but imagine if I were out in front of them. Easy, teens and 20s and 30s in the triple digits. So it's just, oh my gosh. And you can kind of see, soon you'll see a green light. Typically, that is always green. And then the next light after that is Trabuco, and you usually have to hit the binders for that. It's green right now, but watch, we'll have to hit the binders. And there it goes. Just went yellow. So right about here, you start slowing down, bringing it down, downshifting, and on to, this is called Irvine Boulevard. It turns into Trabuco Canyon if you go left. And Irvine Boulevard goes into Tustin. It's kind of weird the way that Irvine, kind of jigsaws the geographics of it. But it's a huge city. A lot of industrial. They had a jail, an Orange County jail out here. It was called Music or the Farm, real low-level offenders. They've taken that out, and they were supposed to build a Supermax, although I have not seen any Supermax construction going on. This was some years ago. But Alton cuts right through the middle. We'll be going through Irvine Spectrum here in a bit, up over the 5 freeway, and then we'll get on the 405 and head to the west. It's so funny the way roads run around here. The 405 is north and south, and I guess ultimately you'll be heading south, but it's not a 180 degree heading or a 360 or 000 heading on north. lot of industrial out here. Not much going on. There used to be El Toro Marine Base, and that would have been, what do you think here? That would have been to the right on Irvine Boulevard. It's now a great park and a housing development area. There's a lot of new houses going on up there, between 700 and 1.2, 1.3. How does anybody afford that, by the way? Anyways, prior to, it was a Marine base, the El Toro Marine Base, and the area had everything that you wanted in a military base. Prostitution, drugs, lots of bars, strip clubs, all that debauchery that comes with the United States government. So there's Toledo, more industrial. When we get up over the 5 freeway and we head more west than we are south, like right now we're headed pretty much south. I don't have a compass on me. I think that's what it is. Let me see if I got one. Nope. No compass, guys. Morgan Street, Morgan and Alton. Real nice road. Good for blasting. Got to be careful with the Irvine cops. Excuse me, I just yawned. Got to be careful with the Irvine cops. They are ruthless. When I was growing up out here, I grew up in this area, and when, back in high school, it was more or less the Newport cops that were a real pain. And now it's switched over to Irvine. So if you're out here driving around, be careful of that. Be careful of that. Got the air conditioner on, and I'm just enjoying the drive home from the canyon ride. Again, this is Alton Parkway. Here's Barranca. Barranca turns into Muirlands as you cross Alton. If you would have turned right there, that would have taken you into Santa Ana. And of course we crossed over the 5 back there. And more industrial. We're coming up on, what do they call that? Oh, the Spectrum, the Irvine Spectrum. That'll be up in here on the right. A lot of office space, a lot of large companies. Nice mall, nice shopping mall. Movie theaters, amusement for the kids. Way too expensive, way too crowded. Orange County life, right? I really hope this stabilization on the video works. I want to try to get some more subscribers on my channel before I invest into a GoPro and all those mounts. Although it makes sense to get the GoPro because I can't really, for the motorcycle, talk about needing stabilization. Whew. You guys ever ridden a speed triple? Insane, 160 horsepower, weighs 417 pounds. That might be a dry number. And then wet, depending on how much gas and the oil and all that, but not much more. 430. So think about the power to weight ratio, and it's got 6 gears, so it's very fast. You crack the throttle wide open, upshift a couple of times, triple digits all over the place, and that's about it. It's a naked bike. There's no fairings. Yeah, it'll keep pulling, but at 130 without anything to cut the wind, 130, close to 140, you're like a sail, and it's just, that's plenty for me. 120 is plenty for me. Of course, I don't recommend doing 120 unless you're in a supervised off-road type of situation. You certainly wouldn't want to do it on Alton Road, which I never have. Okay, here we're up over the 5. Here's the 5 freeway. Again, north and south. A little bit better than the 405. 405, I mean, I'm telling you, it pretty much goes west. And then we'll get over into our other lane here. Spectrum is off to your left. The sign is off to your left there. Can you see it? It looks like it's in the video. Zoom in if you have to, but that's the Irvine Spectrum Center. Hotels and food, shopping, and that's just one of the entrances to the Spectrum. And then we're going to head down from Gateway here. We'll go down to Irvine Center Drive, turn left, and then hit the 405 freeway. Again, it's north. True heading's probably more like west. We got an 11-minute video here. Kind of want to do a little bit longer video, show you guys the 405 freeway. And we'll get over. This vehicle that I drive is extremely bumpy, extremely stiff. You really feel the road. Many of the skills that I use on the motorcycle, I use driving this car. And you're actually really driving. It's not a comfortable car. It's a 2005 Mini Cooper S. It has a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder. I think it is about 170 horsepower, 180 horsepower. It's got a supercharger on it. This particular vehicle is completely stock. It was owned by a doctor and his wife in the San Fernando Valley area. They've owned it since new. I'm the second owner. Got some miles on it right now, but it's low mileage for its year. As is everything that I have, it's up for sale. Not that this is a sales video, but it's up for sale. And I'd like to get about 7,800. Yeah, just due to the amount of money that I had to put into it when I bought it. They did all of the maintenance, but they didn't do any of the scheduled maintenance, but they didn't do any of the maintenance up to or at the 100,000 because it wasn't quite there yet. And let me tell you, that was expensive. Motor mounts. I'm not so sure it was scheduled, but it sure needed them. So I did all 3 motor mounts, transmission mount, belt tensioner, new serpentine belt, water pump, supercharger service. It's a closed system, so it basically had all the oil that was in there had been in there for almost 100,000 miles, and I'm a preventative guy, so I had my mechanic pull it off because he had to pull it off to change the water pump anyways, and pour out all of the oil in both of the bays that the oil is in and replace it with fresh stuff. So it's good for another 100,000, you know, easy. New water pump, factory water pump, all Bosch German parts, and she seems to be running pretty darn good. I can't complain. So we're still in Irvine, coming up on Shady Canyon Drive, Sand Canyon. University and Jeffrey. UC Irvine's out here. And I believe that Irvine Community College is off to my right. Hoag Hospital has some places out here, but you see there's, I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but there's a lot of vacant land still in Irvine. You know, praise the Lord. Irvine was, of course, Orange County, Orange Groves, but it was a lot of you know, farming. People growing things out here. And you know, now it's a thriving master planned community with way more taxes than it deserves. It's funny too, interesting fact that Orange County Airport, cities that surround and that actually have, you know, a property line on the field itself are Santa Ana, Newport Beach, Irvine, and Costa Mesa. All four of those cities have addresses out at John Wayne Santa Ana Airport. The three-letter identifier for Orange County is SNA, which of course is short for Santa Ana. But I just found that interesting that each one, and I guess it's because of the taxes, each one of those cities gets a portion of the taxes. Yeah, share the wealth. So we've got a 17-minute video. I don't know how many views I'll get on this. I don't know how many likes I'll get on this. But it's enough information for me to see how this mount works. And we're going to get up here a little ways. Off in the distance, you see some buildings up right in front of us and to the left. And that is still Irvine. We're still in Irvine, so a lot of businesses, a lot of community out here, a lot of opportunity to collect taxes in Irvine. Taco Bell, MetLife, Pepsi. Well, Pepsi owns Taco Bell. Jamboree Road. That goes from the coast, from Balboa Island, all the way up into that Santiago Canyon. Goes all the way through Orange County. John Wayne Airport coming up. Take a look at the sign to your right. City of Irvine. City of Irvine. All of this to your left, all those hotels, motels, condos, apartments, all Irvine. Commerce West Bank out here. Okay, now we're coming up on MacArthur, and you guys will be able to see, possibly be able to see Orange County Airport. Be off to your left, but this is the short final approach for runways 19er right and 19er left is the short runway. The right is the runway where everybody, where all the airliners fly into. But yeah, not a lot of racing going on. We got 20 minutes of video. Let's get past this. Can you guys see? Maybe you can't tell, but off to your left is Orange County Airport. I should probably just grab the thing. Nah, just leave it hooked up. All right, you guys, thanks so much. Sorry there wasn't a lot of racing going on, but let's see what happens. All right, everyone, take care.